Hello, today I'm going to be talking about the new app Apple Clips. Things that you can do, how it works a little bit, and in particular, for those of us who are teaching in Japan or ESL is a foreign language, what you can do to really get the most out of this app. So here we go. Hey, welcome back. Thanks for your patience. I'm going to talk today a little bit about this Apple Clips app and what it can do. So, if you have an iOS device, make sure that you're updated to 10.3, and then go ahead and download Clips because it's a free app and doesn't cost anything. Kind of fun to play with as well. So, as you can see, there's a lot of options for putting the live titles on screen, and basically it's a live captioning system. Let's go ahead and go with this one. So as you can see, there's a lot of things you can do with it, and one of the most exciting things that people have found to do has been the live caption system. It's pretty decent, but one of the things that it doesn't have is punctuation. So now you can see I have those clips down at the bottom, and I can go ahead and of course the playback doesn't have sound, but that's all right. And you can see there's there's a few mistakes, but while it's playing, if I touch it, if I pause it and hit the pause button, now I just touch the text that it has created, and I can go in and correct it. One of the most exciting things that people have found to do has been the live captioning system. It's pretty decent, but one of the things it doesn't have is punctuation. And so I can add that. I can add punctuation to it, and it will go ahead and put the new versions back up. And of course, I can add, if I click this middle button here, I can add the filters that are there and add a little bit of style to it if I want, and keep it in black and white. However, whatever I want to do with that. If I go on to the next clip, right, okay, that's good. So now I go back into the main thing. Now whenever I add the clip, it's going to add it to the next set down on the bottom, and it works out pretty well. If I want to turn the captions off at this point, I have to go back into captions, click on this one that says none, and then the captions are gone. So the thing that I just learned recently is if you go to the hold and record and slide to the right, now it's going to keep doing the recording until I'm done. And in order to be done, it says right there, go ahead and tap to stop. So if I do the tap to stop, it will stop the recording. But the nice thing about that is that I can just let it record. So I'm doing hands free, yay, and just letting it go, and it will go ahead and continue to record until I want it to stop. So I have the iPhone on a mount, and it just keeps going. So I just hit stop, and there is that. Now, if I decide I can go into titles, and add a title to it, and I can edit that as well. Oh, we want to make it, I like exclamation points, so we'll do that. We can apply, and then we play that one again, and it will go ahead and do it. Now, the way I'm recording this, I'm recording to my Mac, and so I can also, if I decide I want to, go back over here and re-add subtitles even though it's done. So it will automatically add the subtitles to the recorded videos as well, which is really pretty nice. And the subtitles are pretty good. Now, what you're going to find is this application came out and there are 30, I forget how many languages, 34, 36 languages that are available for it. And then we hit done. And then we go back into here because we want to add a little bit more probably because there's a couple other things I want to do. But this can also do Japanese or it can do English. But it depends on the system, how the system is set up. So if I want Japanese subtitles, I have to change the phone system all over to Japanese if I want the Japanese subtitles. So if you have students who you want to use this with and you want them to practice their English pronunciation and see how well they can get the captioning to work, that's great, but you have to change their phone or iPad into the English version of the system software. So it takes a couple minutes. I'll do it in a little bit, but I want to show you a couple other things, cool things that you can do. So I have this set up as a video right now. Video is the default, but I can also take a photo or I can dip into the library and grab this Sakura picture that I took. Now I have you can see the microphone here on the one side. I can mute this if I want, but so I'm gonna go ahead and hold this down and I'm going to use 2 fingers to zoom in or zoom out as this goes. Now as you can see, I can get the whole picture here and it will remember how I've moved this as I go. And I don't know, it doesn't look like I can rotate the pictures, but that way I can focus in on the best part of the picture and away it'll go. And again, if I want to, after I'm done with the picture, I can draw your attention to something by adding a circle or square or that X on it. Remove it in the next clip, and basically it just functions as a jump cut. But the pinch to zoom, I think, is really the go-to use for this. It's pretty exciting, pretty cool. And of course, I can also add captions after I've already done the recording. So as you can see, actually, it'll go through and start showing what I've already done. And there. And so now, that's that. I hit the thing and go through and check. I can also add captions after I've already done the recording. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot I can do with it. And then I have to go back and forth a little bit because, okay, done. And then I go back in here so I can add to it. I can add a photo. I could take a photo now. Oh, I want to get rid of the captions. To get rid of the captions, go down to none and flip back. So when I'm ready to end, when I'm ready to end the whole thing altogether, there are some end screens, and we can find those end screens right under this one that looks like a little titles button. And I can go there. It'll download each one as it goes through. And of course, I can edit this as well. if I can figure out how to spell. Subscribing. There we go. Bam. And that's my favorite emoji. So I can add that. And then I just add a little bit of text over it. Thanks for watching and subscribing, everybody, and blah, 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 blah. And so that will be added to the very end of it. And it'll roll right from one into the next. And that comes up. And that goes. So now, in order to change this into Japanese, now, so I can go up in here, and that's the file that I'm dealing with. Now, if I want to go, I have to go into here and into my main, where's general? Language and region, iPhone language. If I change my phone to Japanese, so as you can see, this is now all in Japanese, and this will allow me to use Japanese and that. Okay, I'm all in here. This will allow me to use Japanese and add the subtitles to it in Japanese. So して日本語の字幕もできるけど僕の日本語があんまりあんまり上手じゃないんですから面白いよ。そして楽しいよ。Now the big question is, will my other captions still work? This one had captions. Play. Yeah, so you can mix it in the thing, but you're going to have to switch the phone back and forth to be able to do it. It's not that big of a deal, but it can be kind of a pain in the butt. So if I want to add to it, I need to go back in here. I imagine in later versions of the software, it will probably be fine. My monitor's over that way. That's why I keep looking over there. But you can do a lot of pretty cool things with it. But that language change is something that you have to change the whole phone for to be able to make it work. The most interesting thing for me has been being able to slide that record button to the right and have that work out well and just continue recording until you hit it again to press stop. And I think that's pretty interesting. I don't understand what the thing is with the time. It says 9:41 and it's not 9:41 at all. Okay, it's weird. I think it's a bug for this version of the program. But anyway, thank you very much. This video has been made pretty much on the Clips program, the Clips application, and QuickTime Player movie recorder on my Mac. And so I'm recording everything through the phone, and then the audio for the full set that you see that has all of the buttons and stuff up at the top and all this interesting stuff down below. That's all done through the recording on my Mac. So you just plug in your phone, pull up QuickTime Player, and tell it to record a new movie, and it works pretty well so far. The other thing you can do is this little music note up here at the top. You can hit that and go into soundtracks, and this is all stuff that's been promoted or put in by Apple, and it is all royalty free, and all you do is download it. And the nice thing about this stuff is that it will automatically adjust for the length of the video. So there's a lot of stuff to choose from. I haven't really played with any of it, and I think I'm going to leave the music off on this one. So one of the other things that I think is important to know, I'm going to add to this, and I'm going to drop it in and I'm going to show you how to do, yeah, that's right, we're here. I'm going to show you how to move things around and give you a little bit of information. So one of the things, here we go. One of the things I haven't yet mentioned is there's no way to change from the square uh, file format. It has to be square, but the good news is it's 1080 by 1080. So if you put it in a 720p file timeline, because you can save these to your phone or export them out to Dropbox or send them in messages or mail or whatever, that it will be saved out as a 1080p .mov file. So basically any modern film editor, video editor will be able to deal with the output file that you get. Okay, so now I don't want that at the very end. It doesn't make any sense there. So I'm going to take this and then I'm going to push it in maybe before here. Oh, that's right. I don't have the sound up. So, it'll work. It'll work out all right. That'll be fine. So I can go back here and over to here, and then basically just export it, and it's all good. Oh, that's going to be my latest one now. Okay, yeah. So it's pretty easy to reorder the clips. You're only going to end up with jump cuts because they're not it's not transitions, but that's fine for a modern, more recent style of editing anyway. No big deal. So thank you very much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.